What's going on, guys? This is game two, blind review of C9 vs FlyQuest. I have fixed the mic, hopefully, the volume of the mic. So I apologize that the first game I'm going to be kind of low, but it will be better now. So, in the first game, C9 kind of just ran FlyQuest. I think FlyQuest's comp was not good. And hopefully, when I'm going to pick this apart, it'll be better. So, looking at what we have a Scion versus Renekton, which is actually perfectly fine. No, I don't have any major complaints versus that. Um, we have Talia Vi, so they have a very strong mid jungle, but these guys also have a counter attack, in terms of just they have Trundle. Like Trundle can fight off the Vi. Azir can make plays and get flashes. So already off to a way better start. Great. Then we have Aphelios Lulu, a very strong lane. And then they also have a Yunara Nami. So for this one, it'll be a skill matchup. For sure, it'll be a skill matchup. I will say that Yunara is pretty happy about how like the champion she's gonna verse for the most part. Oh, man, is she actually though? I mean, the Scion will be a block. The Philios and Azir can play range, which is not really something she's super happy about. They're gonna have to play forward. It's a very doable game. Let's say that it's a very doable game for FlyQuest. I think for C9, you just have to be pretty particular in how you engage and who you engage on. Because if you mess that up, you'll just lose straight up. So it is a way better draft for
We
FlyQuest.
see the Nami locked in for Vulcan as
Okay, pump up 3 times. It looks like FlyQuest has brush control. They put in I like that. So they put an early ward on the left side just in case if they're gonna 3 camp gank mid. Not something I've actually really seen Griffin go for ever. For the most part, Griffin is the type of guy who he will just full clear. So they're fist trading early on, and it looks like the Lulu Aphelios got control. She did burn both pots, and so did Nami. So at this point, with all pots gone, if they do even trade health, it'll be an advantage of C9 just because of Nami heal. Ooh, ouch, ouch. So they both, and so this is something that's like FlyQuest has to be very present on is how do we play the lane? Because Sven is definitely going for these early bases, so he's very low, right? And so like they could try the fast push, but if they hold the wave on bot, it's obviously gonna be terrible for them. And just taking the base and getting the new like conditions is like the best thing they can really do. But he pulled the wave, and now it's going back into C9's favor because of like Lulu didn't stay, and that kind of sucks. Now the upside is that Griffin does get the crab uncontested because Blabber's like, well, I'm obviously not gonna fight this. Like my bot lane is later than yours. But it's not like they're gonna dive bot either. Like I highly doubt that's what's gonna happen. Trundle did absolutely nothing. Actually, you know what? I was gonna say he did absolutely nothing, but at the same time, he did lose half his health, so maybe that was worth it. Oh no, no, there's no way. Oh, he actually got the W. Oh, that sucks, man. Azir just loses his flash straight up, and Vi lost nothing for doing that. Like she's just going right back to her clear. Fuck, that sucks. That actually sucks. So the reason they're going in is because Sven's Q is down. So it's like the best time to go, right? Surely, right? Like he just used it, right? Actually, no, he didn't. I thought he had it up. He actually didn't. So actually, it's pretty. Ooh, he's spacing it pretty well though. Sorry for the whistle, but damn, they're really punching up into this shit. Hmm. They have to stay, but then they'll base on cannon, which is what they're doing. he's sneaking it. Holy shit. So okay, here's my initial opinion looking at how this is going. So Thanatos is doing a good job in his self lane. Like yeah, he's up CS. Well, he's up just a little CS. Not terrible. They got a good gank mid to get the flash. The Trundle gank bot ended up being pretty serious because the fact that Sven lost half his HP and they still came pretty close on bot lane. Um, because of the Nami heals kind of topping off Sven. That shows like it was a very significant situation because if they're at full health, like it would be a disadvantage for the Philios Lulu. So they base on cannons, and he starts to sneak. And I think most of the time, no one would really expect this. Typically, just because you would think that the Vi is going to clear the Krugs, and then either go through mid or go through bot. So they're not thinking that the Vi is skipping this timer one ahead. And man, that's rough. And so the Vi knows that the oh no, because he did drag. Does he get 6? Holy shit! But they can't. He can't fight the Krabby. But they do get a gank on bot. Holy shit, that's awesome. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I don't think they kill this guy ever if he has R. So yeah, that kind of well maybe with the Trundle. No, but like if he saves his E, like yeah, it's pretty impossible. And the Vi is now ahead because Griffin looked top one time. Azir has not made a forward play to R the Talia yet to get her flash, which is something they need to like get going. Now that and you know what's really obnoxious for FlyQuest in this game is that because Azir has no flash. Well, okay, in this case it doesn't really matter to me because like the Vi doesn't have her R, right? So like I guess technically he doesn't need to worry about it yet. But they do need to like kind of break off from their normal clear a little bit. Otherwise, like the Zir can't play forward because when that combo is up, like he has to respect it, right? Ooh, the Lulu R was really good. Woohoo! Woohoo! Well played. Buys that too. Damn. Okay. Okay. Not bad, man. Now, what could you say is the mistake? I think the mistake is that Vi went for her Krugs. Like his R is almost up. If he goes and shadows bot on this timer, his R is practically up. And if they want to actually play forward, they can. Now, if you could say like, okay, if you don't think they're gonna fight you or whatever the case is, and you just want to do your Krugs and move out, then obviously yes, like C9's duo shouldn't just like throw their entire bodies in, right? Like when this happens, the best thing I can imagine. Let's see. Let's see if he can do this in time. Oh, dude. Oh man. Okay. One. Oh man. Okay, I have like there's definitely two options here that can happen. And the first one I'm noting is that Cryo's in a terrible spot because for one, they're disconnected, right? So if he Nami Rs and this guy just starts going all in Cryo's have to burn all of his spells while no damage gets placed on Sven. They know Trundle's in the river, and so like Trundle could be running bot, sure. But the Vi is right here too. The Talia actually will have access to the river first and should be fine. Like, maybe he walks into the Trundle and yeah, maybe he could die that way. That's like the only problem for Talia, and he would be taking a risk. But the Lulu is gonna die for sure if Trundle's not there. So the best option is to go for the Lulu here. They just went on the wrong target. Like for them, they thought like, oh, maybe we can go on this guy. And the only possible like difference I could see is if he's running this way, that Vulcan or that this guy presses R and E's, and like he like creates that separation so Lulu can't catch up to him. But is that possible? I mean, if he Nami R's and he just yeah, I mean, you could still do it technically. I mean, like if he presses R and goes in this way, and he throws Namiar at this guy. He could even throw a bubble at this guy if he really wants to. They could make that work as well. But the way they played it was just not like great because he bubbles and then Sven doesn't create the Sven doesn't like disconnect from Cryo, which then leads to him getting polymorphed, but then leads to him getting Lulu knocked up. And so he does effectively 0 damage, and Masu just fucks him up. So that was like a C9 advantage play that they just like fucked up completely. And then FlyQuest just played it well to successfully like, you know, make it work. Like they're like, oh, they inted. Okay, we'll kill them because they inted. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So my impressions from these first two games is that the FlyQuest duo, if they can get smart enough, they're pretty fun. That's the main thing. If they can get smart enough from playing the game, like especially Cryo, they could be pretty fun. If he doesn't, obviously it will not like turn out the best long term, but in the current form, it's pretty nice. So we go into this next fight.
Headed up through the bot lane.
I'm gonna turn up the volume
So
just
we'll
so I
see
can hear it
as
a little
these
bit.
lane assignments kind of go down. That's the important part for me too, because we just saw him dirty farming on
So we start the drag. Both top laners are moving into this. This guy cheated the top
That's the
wave,
important part for me
and he's
too, because
oriented
we
bot.
just
So
saw
it's
him
great by
dirty farming on
Thanatos in
that
many
top
ways to
side.
just be
Yeah.
present, right?
Meanwhile, the Scion has ultimate too, and so Gakko's here.
I'm gonna turn it off actually. Vulcan is face checking this. APA, and they're doing this before getting the mid wave, which, to be perfectly honest, they actually could play and take over this mid wave. They also could play forward on bot and get that wave over them as well. Or even the duo could sack it and Renekton takes over. I mean, like, it's not like a deal for Yunara to drop the wave per se, but like they could literally hold this entire space with them going through here. Renekton takes this, and then Renekton just has a flank behind them, which is really obnoxious. But the way they do it is they pull the drag, and they don't even pull it out. So now they're kind of like stuck inside here, and they fight. Can't fight here. That's not a thing. They can't fight here. That's not a thing. So all this space is given to FlyQuest by C9, which is like already a pretty bad start. Like not a good start. So Griffin starts engaging. He gets comboed, but then the Lulu saves him. Becomes a free kill. The Renekton pops his R, which is a huge waste. And what? I mean, this is so useless, by the way, what we're doing here. He actually got saved by the wall. That's crazy, man. He actually got saved by the wall. Because he's dead. If the wall's even slightly better than this, he's just dead. So Masu just gets a huge break, and but him getting low is still not great because I mean, like now he's late on the map. So C9 has an edge. They're going to be faster on the map compared to the Philios, who's now pushing another wave, which means C9's duo is probably going to get more plates. Assumingly, they should be able to get more plates. Which, yeah, he's able to get at least a plate, which is pretty fucking good in the end of the day. Ah, I see the difference here. You see the difference here? So look how this plays out. So once this play dies, obviously this guy goes back and does his camps, right? For the Trundle, for him to be present in this situation, and for like how the map has been played, like okay, he hasn't done his bot camps yet. So he gets these kills, gets the drag, he wants to do his bot camps, okay. And like, oh, my top side is spawning too, like I want to do my top side. Well, unfortunately, because Blabber's clear is like very clean, he's already padded into bot, and he's like, well, fuck the grubs, like I don't care about the grubs. And so like for Griffin, he needs to finish these camps as soon as possible so he can be present for his team because he's behind tempo. Like you can't play forward on the map when you're supposed to be on defense. Like they're supposed to be on defense. And because of that, he actually leaves a huge window for C9 to capitalize on. So now his ball lane is getting zoned, which shouldn't be happening. And now they have to make a play in the top side on the Renekton as a counter, which, I mean, like, great, I guess. I mean, the Renekton played it bad. I mean, like, he should be under the turret, at least to make this difficult, but he's not. And yeah, I mean, he didn't really play that well. He played it pretty bad. So he should be able to buy more time than that. So they take the full turret bot. And of course, they're going to try to recover top. We'll see if they can do all of it. No, they can only do 2 plates. It looks like Griffin. Oh my god, Griffin even dies. Oh my fucking god. And so for them, I think they're not realizing, like, okay, we can do this next wave. Yeah, I guess we could hit like the top turret, but keep in mind they are gonna base recover for this. And so they do this, and they're like, all right, let's get out. But only Azir has that fast base, and yeah, Griffin doesn't have flash, and so he pays for it. And he had a shutdown, I guess. I guess he had a shutdown with 1 kill, so that sucks. Upside is now that you swung these guys up there, you still need to recover mid, uh, but then you also need to recover bot, and you don't have TP up. So at least for FlyQuest side, they're able to. Dude, I really don't like that. By the way, he should just go top. No offense, but Quad should just go top. Like, you have to understand that if he does this play, they're down both TPs. Renekton TP will come up, and the map is gonna play like shit when that happens. Like, ideally, you don't do this just to get like 300 gold. It's not worth it. And like, also keep in mind, he is opening top. So in the end of the day, it's not like you're getting ahead 300 gold. Like, the Talia is also still benefiting from this. Trundle is dead. If Trundle's dead, nobody's going up there. That's a dead. That's a dead lane. How is that even remotely good? It's not. So great. Okay, I mean, he definitely didn't have to just kill himself to do that. You know what I mean? Definitely did not have to kill himself to do that. Renekton should just wait and just see how it plays out, because he doesn't have R. If he has R, he can do this, but he doesn't. So he just kind of killed himself for fun. And then Nami lost her flash for fun, which now in reverse means that the mid control is going to drop a little bit, which is pretty rough. I mean, the Trundle can just walk up, pillar the Nami, and they can kind of like press him a little bit. Now the Renekton's back. He has TP. They have to 5-man this situation as FlyQuest. C9 knows this. C9 literally knows they have TP advantage. So what are you supposed to do? Don't start the Herald. It's bad to start the Herald. Like, they're obviously going to full send everyone. Make them start it. Chip them out when they walk in and back off. What do? Oh, whoops. Whoops. And so, here's the thing. This is very scary. This is like a very scary situation, because if you die here, you're just like giving more and more gold over for no reason. Now, I get it. They're trying to burn it before like all this happens. And if you're Trundle, once this guy dies, like, you should just be going to the Herald. Like, no offense. Like, especially, okay, look at here. The Trundle should just run up mid. You can start getting river control top. Fuck the bot camps. Seriously, fuck the bot camps. This is like kind of just this is a reason why he's not. As I mean, this is a reason why he's a rookie. Like, look at your advantage. He's disconnected. It's a 1v2 on mid. The Talia is not helping. The Renekton can't help. The Vi could be there, but then that's a 2v3. You're not winning that either. You could get full control of this and walk up. Yes, someone should probably basing, which the scientist decided he's going to be the one who bases. Sure, you want the Zir to get the gold. Okay, whatever. So the Scion's going to run up here. You have control of this. It's hard for Tsunade to enter. You're going to 5-stack. You're going to burn the Herald. You're going to drop this. And at least you got the Herald, and you can play it out that way. Okay? That's how you're going to do it. Instead, the way we do it is the Trundle doesn't go through mid. He goes and does his bot camps because he's like, oh, my guys are still doing this. Well, if you want to play it this way, finish your finish the bot camps and then go through bot. Like, just have the zero. Keep going. Fuck it. Like, you're already so, I guess in the end, like, to me, I'm thinking to myself, like, because I'm like, dude, this is not good by C9, right? Like, they're clearly gonna send 5 people here, right? And I do think it is correct that C9 should still hold off. In a way. I feel like in a way they probably should still hold off just because the Renekton would actually start pressing the turret. And if they create a fight, you're gonna TP in, it's gonna be, I feel like it would be pretty good for you. Especially because you have vision established as well. But they go in, Griffin is late, which is why this play isn't actually as good as it should be. Sion gets on this guy. Where's the pillar? I don't understand. Does he not have, where's where's the pillar? Is his E button broken? Well, I don't understand. Where is it? Wait, I literally don't. Where's his pillar? Because in the end of the day, this guy actually is still dead. No, like if he pillars him here, he gets pushed here. I mean, Quad should just be fucking flashing on this guy too, unless he eat over. I think he had to eat over. I mean, Quad has everything. Why are we not just sending it and killing this guy? Like, how is he alive? You at least need to pick up a kill. How the fuck do you not pick up a kill, man? Holy shit. How did they not pick up a kill? I don't even know. Interesting. Interesting. Also, the way the dragon timed out, that's even worse for C9. Like, all ending the Herald on a quick timer that also leaves your drag timer more exposed versus just playing with your advantage on the TP. Yeah, kind of sucks. For Griffin, they obviously know he finished like the drag. They see him clearly walking through mid. And I mean, he's just running in here with nobody and he doesn't think they're going to track him. He doesn't have flash. Kind of just a rookie death. Quad ends up losing his flash. This guy loses his flash. Or did he lose his flash? Oh, nice. Thank God. Oh, thank God. He didn't lose his flash. Whew! That is rough. That is actually so rough. And that's because they know that Trundle is not present. Like, they have a ward. So they have a ward that shows where Trundle is. The Lulu is nowhere near Aphelios, and the Aphelios is trying to burn the wave. At this point, he W's, by the way, and he uses his Q on the wave. I mean, Masu should already be switching to his red gun, and like, I don't even know why he's tempting to try to look back to get the last hit. And that's all Sven needed. He literally took all of Masu's health just off that one play. That sucks. I mean, burning the TP for Renekton also kind of sucks. That wasn't really needed. Because if you look at how this was playing out, like, they were fine. I mean, like, what are they going to do? Like, the Sayonara is coming through, right? But, I mean, it's so far away. He just, like, grossly overestimated what was going to happen in that case. So Renekton could have cheated out more waves, and that would have been pretty bad for FlyQuest. Yeah. Hmm. it's a very interesting game to watch because it's like there's a 3K gold difference. FlyQuest is up kills still, and even up 2 drags, but it doesn't feel like that came from any team play. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like as a team they successfully like destroyed them in that sense. I feel like instead what happened was they just like won out a couple skirmish situations where C9 played something bad, which then they like punished correctly, and that was it. Like that's how it feels right now. So I don't feel like as FlyQuest, I don't feel like I'm winning. I mean, they're trying to like pressure the Baron, but they don't have mid control. They don't have bot control. The only thing they have is top. The Zero is hitting top, so like obviously, like if the Zero is hitting this, maybe it'd be a different story, but he's not. And they can't just like risk this entirely. No, they really can't. I mean, if these guys walk in, and also I think what hurts the most is that if they were gonna go for this kind of play, they would need to make sure that the bot there was like a ward on bot. If there's a ward on bot, they could look for this because at least then they'll be able to like go all in on the Baron. But since they don't have that vision on bot side, like someone could slip through by the Zir even and like mess with them. Like it's just there's just not enough to feel confident on the play without it feeling like you're just like sending it. And I mean, I don't know what the hell the Scion's doing. I mean, the Scion's just like kind of like walking over here and he's just like, hello, like, what's going on, guys? It's like they have mid control, by the way. Oh shit. Right. I forgot about that. Oops. Oops, sorry guys. Sorry. I didn't really think about that at all. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, sorry, Masu. I guess you were trying to help me or something. Whoops. That sucks. That's just and now they just do the Baron themselves. So while you were fucking around and doing that, now you end up just giving the Baron over to C9 anyways. I mean, Masu has made basically he has made a few positioning mistakes. I will say that. And so has Cryo. But this team, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, really, this team feels like it just relies so heavily on that bot lane to do anything. And that's not good. Like again, I'm really surprised that they never were able to find a successful play on mid, not once. I mean, at this point, this guy should have just like max. I hope he maxed D as Trundle because I mean he's certainly doing nothing. I mean they also just lost the game straight up here. I mean like Azira's pushing top. I don't know if he thinks like they're just gonna stop pushing. I mean they have two lanes like in their face. They don't have who has the wave clear on the team. It's Azir. I mean so he just dies, and C9 knows this, and they just win the game. So yeah, I guess that's it. Guys, like shit. I mean for Thanatos, this was okay bad. He laned and won his lane. He drew pressure, and then he had some pretty shit situations that he did on bot side. I think he played a dive top wrong, and so he's just okay bad. Blabber was okay good. I think again he made a few mistakes. It's not like you could just say like he did the best thing ever, but at the same time, dude, you know what? I think he was just good. Despite like a few of the ints he has, I feel like his having his base, his priority list, I feel like he's really on top of things, man. Like he really does. I don't know what's going on, but for sure he looks like a way better jungler this year. Way better jungler. APA, good stuff. Sven, I think it was just okay good. Again, bases were fine. I think there's certain fight situations that he misplayed, which was not ideal. Vulcan was good. I think Cryo was good. I think Masu was okay good. He had mistakes. He was okay good. I think he was okay bad. He was bad. He was bad. And so there it is. once again, the bot lane is not doing. The bot lane is trying their best. The bot lane is definitely trying their best, but everyone else is not doing well, and it's showing. And so going into this third game, I don't really know what to expect because so far, yeah, I mean, FlyQuest to me looks like a tier 2 buffed team. That's how I see them. They're a tier 2 buff team. I don't think they're a tier 1 team. Like in terms of macro play, it doesn't look like they're a tier 1 team at all. But they have the skill sets like to play out fights to a degree that they would definitely be like a pretty good fucking tier 2 team. I mean, they would be undefeated as a tier 2 team because they would just like beat everyone else out on that way. But as a tier 1 team, yeah, I mean, this is why I thought they would be bottom 4 because I thought their macro play would not be good. And like I said, you play against C9 who do have good macro play and it's just a stomp, which is expected. It's not like you should say like, "Oh my god, I can't believe FlyQuest are so bad." This is what I thought was going to happen. It's just happening now. So, on to the last game, guys.